And we're back in on Random Topics. This is the 20th edition of this stream, and I'm with Zod Writer and the Bishop. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey, what up, though?
Okay, remember, I sent the link uh, for those who want to buy Joden products. The
Hmm.
Yeah, it's there. Just check it out. Check the link. I will
Absolutely, we
show
got a
you
lot of
some.
good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, please support these releases because it
It's gonna
definitely will help. It
be
will help the future of Joden if you do. But
Yeah,
it's,
Yep.
I mean,
not to mention you're gonna get some quality, high quality music and things. It's some really good stuff that you're missing out on. Go on ahead and get the copy a couple of copies.
Okay, so earlier, Lieutenant Giratina said, "Good evening, everyone. Hello.
Mhm.
I hope you come back."
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Random Topics, where we talk about anything and everything, controversial or not, uh, petty or not. So, our first topic:
Yeah, what we
AI.
gonna say?
AI
AI.
first. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are butthurt for the major studios to be wanting to do AI on the actors they have, like Val Kilmer, and I think Sandra Bullock is open to the AI thingy. What's your comment? Of course, we are AI supporters
well,
ever since.
there's a lot of AI. There's a lot of actors that are in support of it, and then there are a lot of filmmakers who are in support of it. I think the people that are the most uh, afraid of it are the ones that just don't understand it and haven't taken the time to really understand what it can do and understand what the potential is for the future. But it's going to become more and more commonplace in movies and TV shows and music and all of that. So I believe it was Zack Snyder who said it best, and he said something to the effect of, "You either learn to embrace AI for the new technology that it is, or you're going to get left behind." He said something similar to that. So
Yeah.
to me, I feel like all of this is just typical technology shaming, which is what they do about everything. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when the internet was a fairly new thing, and people thought that the internet was going to be just a phase, it was just a fad, and people always talked about all the negative things about the internet. I remember it was taboo for people to meet each other off of the internet. It was taboo to purchase anything off the internet. And now the internet is primarily how we pretty much do everything. The internet pretty much drives most people's economies. So I don't quite understand. It's the same thing with any new technology that people don't understand. It's the same type of crap. It's the same type of thing, and I don't know. Me personally, I'm just tired of it because it's a very human response. It's just typical off the cuff, and you know you do have some people out there who have genuine concerns about it and feel, and have genuine reasons for not liking it. But then you have people that just jump on the bandwagon and hate on it because they see people that they know hating on it. And a lot of times that's what you have. You have a lot of, repetition hate where it's just because they're seeing other people that they know hate it, so they decide to hate it too. There's not really one major argument I've seen against it in film and video and all that, because really, uh, there'll always be a need for actors. And you'll
Yeah.
always need that. You'll always need that human element. There'll always be a need for human writers, human creators. So as long as you still have that, and it's not the machine just doing everything, I think you won't. I don't think you'll have a problem. So I don't know. I think a lot of it is just overblown, just like everything else that you have
Yeah.
people against when something is new. So
And I've noticed
Yeah.
a lot of older people. They're really a lot that's leery about it too, because like I was telling you guys before we came on, I let my brother Brad. I let him hold a copy of my One Punch Man so he could see it, and he really didn't catch it. He didn't like it. He said he actually said the quote. I think we could have did better on our phones. And I told him I was like, no, we couldn't. I said this took 2 years to make, and I said it took a lot of money and a lot of things. I said it's not that simple. A lot of people think it's so simple and stuff, but it takes a lot. And plus, I told him that you know this movie was started, when AI was just starting to come in, you know, to on the scene and stuff. So he really didn't understand it and everything. But a lot of people just have a lot of misunderstood hate for it. It's crazy. It's like I said before. It's an art tool. It's like any
Yeah.
other art tool.
well,
The
it's more
AI,
than an art tool because it's being used. It's an art
for
tool in the
everything.
context in which we're talking about it now, but it's also being used in a lot of other things
Everything.
in everyday
Yeah, yeah.
life,
I
and
mean,
it's
even
also
stuff in daily life and stuff. Yeah.
so the thing is that it's all encompassing. It's going to change in a few short years. It's going to change the way we live our lives on a massive scale. It really is. People are not really ready for the full impact of what AI can actually do. But speaking of it in terms of the context of just creation and the stuff that we're talking about right now, yes, I mean, when I started One Punch Man, I started it when it was when the video renderers were fairly new. There wasn't a whole lot of people trying to do what I was trying to do at the time because what I was trying to do at the time, the AI wasn't ready for what I was trying to do. So I was basically trying to push the technology as far as I could when I started it 2 years ago. That's why a lot of the visuals and stuff you'll see in the original released version of One Punch Man, a lot of it will look a little bit older because of the way the AI was at the time. But
Hmm.
currently where we are, the AI video rendering is a lot better. It's a lot clearer. It's a lot
Yeah.
smoother.
Even the
It looks a
sound.
lot more looks and sounds a lot more cinematic. It's definitely on another level from where we were before, which is why you're going to be getting next year from me. You're going to be getting the One Punch Man movie director's cut, which
Yeah,
is
man.
going to basically technically improve upon the version that was released in many ways in terms of story and runtime. So I just I feel bad for people that didn't understand what we were trying to do with One Punch Man. I feel bad for people that totally missed, the point of it, totally missed the reason why I did it in the first place,
Right.
totally missed out on all of it and are just looking at it very, very surface level or looking at it through a
Mhm.
very, very superficial lens and are not really understanding the depth of what it took to make and why it turned out the way that it did. But that's okay. I don't expect. I didn't expect for it to be like massive. I didn't expect to become famous overnight because of One Punch Man. What I expected was for it to be something that the people and the community that it was made for, it would be respected, it would be appreciated for the heart and the attempt that I made. Not so much, it wasn't so much that I thought, oh yeah, this is going to make me millions of dollars. This is going to be
Right.
that's not what my intention was. I wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel. I was trying to show the potential of what was possible and where things could go. That's what I was trying to show with this movie. I knew that I was starting at the very, very bottom when I started making this movie. It wasn't like it wasn't going to look like a blockbuster. I knew that going into it. And that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was trying to show the potential of where it could go. And all throughout the process, the technology was changing, and I could see all the different things, and we could see, the technology getting better, the visuals getting better. You could see that happening over the course of the 2 years of me making the film. So
Yes.
for the people that see it, they're not taking that into consideration. They just see what AI is doing now, today, in 2026. They see how the video looks. That's why your brother was able to say, well, you probably could have made a better movie on your phone, because he's seeing all these little clips and stuff that people are showing on their phone that look a lot better, that look a lot cleaner, that look a lot more cinematic, because of using modern technology. It's not. Again, when you start a movie 2 years ago, and you're using AI from 2 years ago is a lot different from AI in 2026. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because since 2 years ago, the AI has been trained to do things differently, consistently improving since then. That's why we see CDANs, we see what else are the AI programs that we've been using.
What was the
Every
other
every
one?
one of them,
B3?
yeah, yeah, every one of them has improved, has learned, because people understand this. People do give them a training ground to learn, making the
Mm.
AI start learning somehow, but it's not uh, that perfect yet. There's a certain flaw in every
You know,
program.
going back to what I was saying earlier, it's like, yes, everybody just has to, just like with the internet, everybody had to learn how to use it and learn how to incorporate it in their lives. We're going to have to do the same thing with AI. You're going to have to do the same thing,
Yeah,
or you're just going to be stuck in the dark ages, you know, like with rotary phones and things like that, you know. I
yeah,
remember
and
that.
and
I remember rotary phones, by the way.
yeah, me too. Although we do have a digital phone. Yeah, and considering people use AI without them admitting it in their jobs, in everyday life, in everything.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. You get a lot of these haters that'll go out there and will talk all this crap about AI, and then
And don't even
you'll
know.
find out that they work at a company that has embraced AI for all the basic office type things that they're doing. Like there's a lot
Yeah,
of people that I know that happened to, where they're using AI for a lot, tons and tons of tasks related to work that have made people's workload a lot easier and a lot simpler, and not, and they yet they'll shit all over the idea of AI being used, in in creative capacities. And
yeah,
then you'll have the people who will claim that AI is just something as simple as making a simple prompt and allowing something to happen automatically, that's a way to cheat, and it's the easy way of doing things. And that like I said, my favorite, it was always it cost me $10,000 to make one punch stand, and then I'm hearing people say, oh well, I could make a better movie with $100. And it's just kind of like you again, people are not taking into consideration the fact that I started making One Punch Stand 2 years ago. Okay,
Damn.
two
yeah,
years ago in with the way AI technology develops, it's like I might as well have started making One Punch Dan 50 years ago.
Right.
That's how the technology, that's how the rate of the technology has been moving. It's very, very rapid in terms of what is what's changed. So again, I don't I part of me regrets releasing the version of One Punch Dan that I released because of the drastic changes in the technology. Because if I were to have revamped everything that I did with the way that it is now, the movie would probably have been received better. But at the same time, I'm okay with that because I'm currently working on the director's cut, which is again going to be a marked improvement in just about every aspect of the movie. So I'm not so in a way I don't feel bad because it will make it makes the original version a collector's item. It makes the original version a piece of history, which is why I hope that people will purchase the original version, because the original version is not going to be around forever, because once I release the director's cut, the original version will go out of print and you won't be able to get it again. So
You
Yeah.
know.
there's that.
So with the advent of technology, physical media, and digital copies, are there anything? Are there benefits on the digital side or the physical media side?
The only problem I think when it comes to the digital aspect of it is the digital aspect of it, you actually don't have control of it. The digital part means it can be taken away from you at any time. Because YouTube could go down tomorrow. YouTube could decide, oh, well, we know we're no longer in business, so we're just going to pull the plug, and then all these people lose their billions upon billions of hours of YouTube content. It's the same with any digital storefront, or like Netflix. How many times have you been in the middle of watching a series on Netflix, and you're in the middle of watching a series, and then you find out, you get into it, and then a couple days later, that series is no longer available on Netflix, and then you have to find some other way to watch it. That is always going to be the drawback to digital, because digital, you don't
Yes.
own it. You don't have control over it. You don't have any, you can lose it at any time. Whereas physical media is forever. Nobody can take it away from you as long as, unless they break in your house and steal it from you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's always going to be yours. So to me, there will always be a need for physical. I mean, one of the happiest moments for me that I've had in a while came a couple days ago when it was announced that SNK was re-releasing the Neo Geo, which is an old arcade system that was very, very
Hmm.
popular back in the 90s. And I was
Wow.
a Neo Geo fan growing up, but I could never afford a Neo Geo because Neo Geo was like $700 back in the 90s to get that system. And now they are relaunching it. They relaunched the console at $249, and they're going to sell games. The games are going to sell for $89.99, but they're the actual cartridges, the actual games that they
Ooh.
used to sell back in the day. So now it's like that's a dream come true, and the whole retro gaming community has been, that's all any of us have been talking about, because it's a very monumental thing. And again, it's physical media. It cannot be taken away from you. You cannot lose it like you can all this digital stuff. All this stuff on your consoles now, it's all digital stuff. They can delist it, they can take it away, they can you can lose access to it. You know, and it's becoming more and more of a problem with this digital only stuff. And I think what we're seeing is there's been a resurgence lately in popularity of like physical media and stuff. People are buying DVDs again. People are buying records. People are buying, game consoles where they actually have physical games because they're tired of the digital ecosystem of constantly being screwed over by it. Oh, this game is no longer available. This movie is no longer available. This TV show is no longer available. Well, to hell with that. If it's something you care about, you have every reason in the world to want to have it physically, so that you own it, so that you don't lose it. And to me, that'll always be the best argument for physical media over digital only. That's why I'm so proud and happy to be putting all of our Joden stuff little by little out on physical media. Because if nobody else wants it, I want it all. So I don't care. Like I'll take it. I definitely want it. So
it's a trip too. I was just thinking when you were talking about like old game systems. My brother Marvin, God rest his soul, I knew for a fact that he still had his original Sega Genesis game system, and it still worked.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
and he had
My
some good
Sega
games.
Genesis system was a victim of heavy flooding.
I
Oh
wish you
man,
still had yours. I recently reacquired a Sega Genesis at the end of last year. I got one off of eBay for about $40, and
wow,
I love it because I bought one of those. I bought an EverDrive off of AliExpress, which is a cartridge where you can literally load every game that was ever made for the system onto an SD
yeah,
card and put it into the cartridge, and you can put that cartridge in the system and you can play all the games. And it's just like you
wow,
own, it's just like you have all those cartridges, but they're all on an SD card, and it reads it right off of the card, and it is the most wonderful experience.
Do you have Taxi Driver?
Taxi Driver,
Taxi.
you're talking about Crazy Taxi?
Crazy Taxi. That's it.
That was on that was on the Sega Dreamcast. I used to have that back in the day when I had a Sega Dreamcast. I don't have a Sega Dreamcast anymore. I used to have a Sega Dreamcast, but now Sega Dreamcast games I just have like emulated where I play them on the computer or whatever. But I used to have a Sega Dreamcast, and I had Crazy Taxi. That was a fun game.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. Me and my brother, he had it for his Genesis though.
He had a Genesis as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
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 I love the Genesis. That's a fantastic console. So
yeah, man,
I
it was
still
so
play
cool.
it to this day. That's why I got one not too long ago. And then
We used to
again
just
with Neo Geo and Super Nintendo and Nintendo and all these older
Super
consoles.
Nintendo was
yeah, Super Nintendo. I remember that too.
Super
It's
Nintendo. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
But
we
I
and
used to
didn't
get
own
that
a
for
Super
Crazy
Nintendo.
Taxi.
I owned a Sega and a PlayStation.
yeah. I still got my old PlayStation as well.
PlayStation 2,
I don't have
PlayStation
none of them.
3.
I had a
I
But
don't have
PlayStation 2. I used to have a PlayStation 2, but I don't
the
anymore.
flood waters really did a number on my
All
system.
your consoles and stuff. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yes, man.
Mine just died of old age.
Your PlayStation 3, you had
My,
a
my, my
PlayStation
s-
3? I had a
yes, I
PlayStation
did.
3 as well, and I ended up
Up,
I needed
my
money. I
son has
remember needing money at the time, and I ended up selling my PlayStation 3. So
oh,
I never got a new one. I never got a new PlayStation 3. I
Yeah,
ended up
mine just gave up the ghost. It just died. It just,
That's a
I,
shame. That's a
I
shame.
worry a lot.
that's a
I did
shame,
because I
man.
used to play it
And
all the
a
time.
few people are maintaining those old consoles, which is sad, right? Only a
Well, it's
few.
like you can get them, but it's like you can get them now, but but the prices are getting like way expensive. Like I like to just like for me the Sega Genesis, finding a Sega Genesis console for $40 was cool,
That was still,
but it was
yeah.
just it
Yeah,
was
that's
just the
true.
console. I had to buy the power supply and the connectors
Yeah.
Oh,
separate. but I already had controllers, and I already had the EverDrive that has all the games on it. So all I needed was to buy
The connection.
the connectors, and I was good, and I was fine, and so it didn't matter. I was like, okay, but
If
yeah,
I count
you just got to
the
find
red
a good deal. You just got to
controllers
find a
I
good
had,
deal on a console that works, and you just make sure it works when you purchase it. As long as it says that it works, and then you get it home and it plays, you're fine. You know, it's not. But that's what you got to do. You got to look for deals if you really want to do it. Because I would never. I mean, it's too expensive. Stuff like this is getting more and more expensive, and it's just ridiculous. Like unless it's something that you know you're gonna really use, I
You
wouldn't
guys,
do it now. But
you guys remember the Nintendo where
I
you had
can't
the
count how many controllers I replace while I'm playing.
everybody used to go through. I mean, we would burn out controllers all the time.
Yeah.
But y'all guys remember the Nintendo where you had to blow in the cartridges?
yeah, yeah, I miss the old Nintendo. That's another one I miss. It's a good great console, and there's a lot of great stuff
Yeah.
on it, and I say I'll do the same thing for that. Get an old Nintendo, and then because I do have an EverDrive for an old Nintendo, so I can do the same thing that
Yeah.
I did for Sega Genesis, because the EverDrive is. The EverDrives were cheap. You get those off of AliExpress. You get them for less. Sometimes you can get them for like less than $20, and you can put all the
Mhm.
games you want on them, and it's really cool that way. I mean, it's the cheapest option. But AliExpress and Timu is your friend. It definitely is
Yeah.
when it comes to that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember sitting there playing
Timu.
Nintendo. Yeah, I remember. I was sitting there. Remember playing Nintendo, playing Mortal Kombat, the
oh yeah.
original Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Ah,
Playing that on your Sega Genesis.
ah.
Sega, yes.
Yes,
Mortal
sir.
Kombat is Sega. Street Fighter is Nintendo, right?
Well, you could get. I think you could get. Yeah, you can get Street Fighter for Sega as well for Sega
Oh
Genesis.
yes.
They have it for Sega Genesis.
Mhm.
I had a Super Nintendo when I was a kid, so I didn't have Sega Genesis as a kid, but I had friends who did have Sega Genesis when I was a kid.
Mhm.
So but as I got older, I appreciated the Sega Genesis a lot more, which is why I have one now because it's a there's a lot of games on it and they're still making games for it. They're still making games for Sega Genesis, for Super Nintendo, for Nintendo, all these old consoles. They're still making games for. There's companies that are making third-party companies and homebrew developers that are making new cartridges for these older systems, which is phenomenal. It's great to see
Yeah.
a new release for like Nintendo for in 2026. It's really cool.
Crash
Super Mario
Bandicoot.
is Nintendo, right?
PlayStation. Yeah,
Super
Super
Mario.
Mario's Nintendo. Crash Bandicoot was PlayStation.
Sega. Uh,
Sonic is
Sonic,
Sega.
Sonic, Sonic is Sega.
Sonic, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Donkey
Donkey
Kong is
Kong,
Nintendo.
Mhm.
Nintendo. Uh,
Yeah.
Legend of
Yeah.
Kage is
You know
Nintendo.
which one I didn't really like though, and everybody was all into it. Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
those games are all hit and miss. I believe. I like the first one on original
Yeah.
Nintendo, but I didn't really like many of the other ones that came out afterwards. I kind of
It
got
was
lost in because
boring.
I'm not really a big. Because the thing for me was I was never really a big RPG fan, and that's kind of what it is. Like the more they become less. They became less actiony and became more RPG like,
Yeah.
and I just was never a fan. So I see what you're talking about with Zelda. I was
Yeah,
it's
so boring.
very specific for me. I preferred games like Castlevania and
Mhm.
more action oriented
Castlevania.
games.
Yeah. I was
I
really into the
enjoyed
Titan games.
Castlevania in the arcade. I
Fighting
played,
games, yeah.
yeah, fighting
Tekken
games,
was. I love Tekken.
Tekken,
Tekken, yeah.
Tekken,
Mortal
Tekken,
Kombat, Tekken, Street
Mortal
Fighter,
Kombat, Street Fighter.
all that stuff. Streets of Rage for Sega, all the classic stuff that nowadays
Bloody Roar,
yeah, Bloody Roar for PlayStation.
Soul Calibur.
The first Soul Calibur
Oh,
was on
so good.
Dreamcast. It was a Dreamcast
Hmm.
game. Yes.
I forgot
It was
about
an
Soul
arcade
Calibur.
game. It was an arcade game and a Dreamcast game, and it was wonderful.
Soul Calibur,
Soul
And then
Calibur has had Spawn
yes,
and Darth Vader,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yoda.
Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow, y'all taking me back, bro. Yeah, man. And of course, classics like Pac-Man.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, yes.
Pac-Man. You have these home arcade companies. You have this home arcade company that released like 70,000 arcade home arcade versions of Pac-Man, where you have the actual arcade cabinet and it's Pac-Man with a few other
Oh,
games, and and I always thought, why do they keep re-releasing the Pac-Man arcade over and over again? Well, because it continues to sell. They continue to
yes.
Yeah.
sell it, so therefore they continue to put them out. But
That's a good. That's a good reason
I've
to
got
sell it.
Pac-Man on on a couple of my multicade arcade cabinets over there, and it's on there. I would never buy like a dedicated like Pac-Man. There's no need for it. But some people do. Some people actually have bought the dedicated Pac-Man one where it's got like Pac-Man and then like 14 other games on it, or Pac-Man and a few other,
You got
but
Frogger?
they put out a Frogger one too, and
Frogger.
Frogger was good. I
it
remember
was.
Frogger.
But when they put out the home arcade cabinet version of Frogger, there was a big controversy because they didn't have the rights to the Frogger music.
Oh, oh,
So they had to change the Frogger music with some generic video game like music, and people were not happy. People were upset. It was the same thing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They released a home arcade version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they didn't have the rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoon, the theme song for the arcade. So
Licensing.
they had to create a different version of it, and there was
mm,
all this controversy surrounding that too, because people wanted the original authentic
Pe-
music
pe-
in it.
People didn't want change at all.
Right, you don't want right
right,
when you sell
right.
something like that, you're selling nostalgia. You're selling them on a nostalgia. If I'm going to have an arcade version of something like that in my house, it has
You
to
want the
be
original.
authentic.
Yeah.
It has to be. If it's not authentic, what's the point of having it? So, like for me, my favorite arcade game is Mortal Kombat. That's why I have a Mortal Kombat arcade machine in my house, and it's authentic. It has the right artwork on it. It has everything it's supposed to have because it's supposed to be authentic. If it didn't have the right stuff on it, I wouldn't be interested in it.
There's two games from back in the days that I really enjoyed. And I haven't seen. Well, one of them I still see, but the other one was okay. The first one was Defender. Defender was
I
one of my
used
favorite
I
games.
used to have I used to have if this was a home arcade. I had it a couple of years ago, Bishop. It was called the Defender Partycade, and what it was an arcade, like a mini arcade version of Defender,
Mm,
it had the Defender controls and everything and all the screen,
mm.
and it's one of the most sought after home arcades to this day.
Defender was the bomb. I used to love it.
It's not only the one of the most sought after, but it's worth a lot of money. I had
Yeah.
I had given it to my I had gotten it and I had given it to my I gifted it to my nephew because it has Defender on it, and then it has a bunch of other games on it too.
Mm.
And I gifted it to my nephew, and he absolutely loves it. He plays it all the time,
Ooh.
and every time I see him, he tells me about how much he plays it and he loves it. And I said great, because you see how valuable this that arcade is, right? Like if he takes care of it and he keeps it in as good a shape as it's in, and as it was in when I gave it to him, he could
Yeah.
probably if he keeps it in good enough shape, if he gets to a point where he really needs money, he could sell it for quite a lot of money, because it's worth quite a bit of money right now.
Yeah, that
So
was my
I
favorite game.
it's a phenomenal game. It was a lot of fun too. I
Yeah.
used to love it, but I couldn't justify keeping it because I have a bunch of other arcades. So I was like, I didn't have a problem gifting it to my nephew. I just felt like he would get more
You
use
have
out
a
of it.
storage problem.
Right. I don't have room for all this stuff. I got
Yeah.
because as of right now, I've got, let's see, one, two, three, four, five. I have five
That's my
arcade
problem with
machines
my comic
That's a
book
in
very
my
collection.
in
thing.
my
I
Yeah.
don't have
small
room
in
anymore.
my small studio apartment. I have
That,
five arcade machines.
that's a
So
very
I
thing.
so I can't get any more arcade machines. I
That's so
Five,
I
sad.
five
I
arcade machine.
five arcade machines.
That's so
But
sad.
two of them are minis. Two of them are minis though. Two of them are small,
Oh,
and then one of them, and then the other three are what we call like bar tops. So
Mm.
they're not super big. You just put them on a
Oh, that's what I know what you're talking
you
about.
put them on like a base where
Mm-hmm.
but but they're still big. They're still like a big size, but they're not like full size, like
they
Right.
have
like
big
400
feet.
pound like 400
Right.
pound machines or
Like
anything
the
like
whole
that.
swell. Yeah.
But I still don't have any more. Like I said, I don't have enough. I wouldn't have enough space. I couldn't get another one. If I was going to get another arcade, I would have to sell. I would have to at least sell off one or two of the ones that I have if I was going to get another one. But I have no desire to get any new ones. I have everything that I want on all the ones that I have. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't have any need to get another one. Cuz I mean when you get the ones like the ones that I have, mine are all multicades, so mine all have tons of games on them. It's not like none of them are dedicated. Like I have one that I consider to be like a dedicated Mortal Kombat machine where I primarily play Mortal Kombat on it, but that also has a ton of other games on it. So I could play that, and then I could turn around and play Street Fighter if I wanted, or play Defender, or play something else. See, you can, with multi-cage, you can do that. You can have,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a lot of people now. It's like, okay, well, you buy like a dedicated, like they came out with a home arcade version of the Simpsons arcade game,
Mm-hmm.
and they have the Simpsons. It has two things on it. It has the Simpsons, and then it has Simpsons Bowling. Those are the only two games that are on it, and
Mm-hmm.
they were charging almost $1,000 for that machine. And
Wow,
it's
Yeah.
like
man, that's
it's like, and I always thought that was goofy because I'm like, number one, the Simpsons arcade game you can play through fairly quickly, and on my multicades on two, well actually on, let's see, three, no, four of the multicades that I have, the Simpsons arcade game is on there, so I can play the Simpsons arcade game. Why would I buy you know like a dedicated Simpsons arcade that only has two games on it? You would almost, to me, something like that, you would almost have to modify it so that you could play more games, because you couldn't justify spending $1,000 on something like that where you're only going to have two games on it. It's ridiculous. So, but
Yeah.
there's people that wanted that. There's people that bought it. There's people that supported it. And then they complained about the controls because they said the controls and buttons were not the quality that they wanted. And I'm like, yeah, because you spent $1,000, you're going to complain about the buttons. I would be complaining too, because that's a lot of money to spend. If you're going to spend that kind of money, you better get high quality controls.
That's true.
yeah,
Um,
that's true.
like the other game that I really loved was I guess because I'm a big huge fan, but I don't know if you guys played it, was Moonwalker. the Michael
Oh
Jackson
yeah,
game.
I've got that on my arcades too. It's a
Haven't
fun
played
game, and
it.
I've also it was also a Sega Genesis game. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't realize that, but it was also Sega Genesis.
this is
And
a
there's an
fun game.
actual there was a prototype for Moonwalker that was
Mhm.
recently released within the last couple of years of for the Sega Genesis, where there were a couple of songs that were changed.
Mhm.
The released version, they were changed a couple of songs because there were certain rights issues and certain
Oh,
controversies
okay.
around certain
I think
songs.
I heard something about that. Yeah.
But they leaked the prototype online that has the original songs
Yeah.
that were not edited and stuff, and I played it not too long ago, and it was pretty fun. Like you have, like, I think Thriller was one of the songs that was changed in
Hmm.
the Sega Genesis game, but if you play the prototype, Thriller is back in there, and you have the whole it. It's fascinating though that when you learn that you learn the history of some of these games, and I also found out that Michael Jackson was such a huge fan of arcade machines
Yeah, yeah,
that
he had.
when he was selling off a bunch of his stuff because of all the court cases and stuff, he the only arcade machine he made sure that he kept that he didn't get rid of was Moonwalker. He
Yeah.
kept his Moonwalker machine and he sold off all the rest of them.
Whoa.
It was a fun game. It was so good. It was really good. Yes. It was another game that he was in where it was a boxing game that he was a character in that boxing game. I can't remember the name of the boxing game. I think it was for the
Fight Night.
Sega Genesis too. Either that or Sega. Yeah, it was a Sega game.
Was it?
I
It
think
was
it was.
he? It was a boxing game he was in.
Y-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never knew that either. I never heard of that, but
yeah. He
Yeah,
was a
me too.
character in the. You could be a character. You could be him in box. I remember that because me and my brother used to play it. My brother Marvin got us to play it. So we
So
used
our
to play it.
next topics are Invincible, Kiss of the North Star, and some anime. So, did you watch Invincible season 4?
I'm on the. I'm
I
I'm
have.
I'm up to the last. I haven't seen the last. I'm up to the last episode. I haven't seen the last episode yet. But you guys will be know. I told Qatar already. You guys will be happy to know that I've seen the first two episodes of Fist of the North Star, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm gonna get back into it later. It was
All
really,
right.
oh
really
yeah, it's
good.
fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I still don't like the English dubbing.
but that's
I think the English dubbing is horrible, but
I
the
like.
I do like the Japanese voice actors, and I also so I prefer to watch it that way. But that English dubbing just it annoys me. I don't think they properly cast any of the characters, and I think it sounds very generic. But from
It
a
sounds like typical anime.
Well, I
typical
know
anime from and like a studio
Yeah.
recording, it just sounds really bad to me. I do love it, and I'm glad it's there. As for Invincible, I have not seen any of it yet.
We watch Invincible. I'm up to episode 6, I think, or
number
5.
7.
You know who uh, I'm reminded of the Viltrumite Empire. I'm reminded of Gunny Poo's Kryptonians who wants to
Well,
impregnate
yeah, they're
the
trying to take over
universe.
the earth. I think he stole a little of that idea.
Yeah,
Gun
yeah, I
has
think
no.
so too.
He did steal from Invincible. You could tell he
Yeah,
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
he has
because
the
they
original
sound just like the
concept.
Bitcoin, just like them. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
It's really crazy.
it's a poor taste, man. Like making the Jor-El character wanting to
It was
conquer the
Omni-Man.
universe by
It was
by
Omni-Man. He
raping
started
and
as Omni-Man,
Omni-Man.
and Superman was invincible. Come
Yes,
on.
that's true. It's
That's why.
boring.
That's why Superman kept getting his ass whooped throughout the whole damn movie, just like Invincible always getting his ass whooped.
Yes, yes, yes. That's true.
Yeah.
On Fizz of
But
the North
yeah,
Star, I enjoyed the animation style of Fizz of the North Star
yeah, it was good.
2026.
And see, now the reason I got well, I usually like the other version of it, but the English dub I like it because see I can't if I use the other version, then I have to read
You
the
can
subtitles, and I'm too busy trying to concentrate on the subtitles to see the damn the show. Because my eyesight. So it's easier for me just to go on and I enjoyed it though. It was really really good. I'm
I
like I
did
said on
I
the
did
first
a
screen.
I did a watch a what binge watch of Sentence to be a Hero on Netflix. I watch both English and Japanese language. It was cool.
Mm.
I watched them both.
Man, when Ken did that 100 blow, oh my goodness, he was like, I'm like, damn.
I I, I, I think I think Dragon Ball copied Fist of the North Star,
Oh,
or
absolutely, it did.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
Ranma
yeah.
One Half copied Fist of the North Star with
Oh, for
the
sure.
Yeah, of
100
course. You can
fists.
see the similarities. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they all took from each other a little bit.
I mean, remember, Fist of the North Star. Fist of the North Star was started as a manga in the early '80s. So
Yeah,
like
Yes, it
1980, I
was
want to say 1982, 1983 for
three.
Fist of the North
Yes,
Star, and then yeah, and Dragon Ball just kind of tried to capitalize on that and kind of took off and became its own thing. Yeah.
let me ask you guys:
yeah,
Have you guys ever seen this old cartoon called Brave Star?
Yes,
yes,
absolutely. I've got
I
all those
love
episodes
absolutely.
on my Plex account. Bishop.
Ah,
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but yeah.
I know, yeah. But yeah, Brave Star was because the villain in there used to kill me every time he would say Brave Star name. Like, we're gonna get you too, Brave Star.
it's a cowboy cartoon where his horse becomes a
Yeah, he's a
centaur,
mechanical horse.
or
Yeah.
his
It was
mechanical
good though.
becomes
That,
a.
that was a good cartoon. That was really
Yeah, it
good.
was. Yeah, it was. For what company did produce it? Not Filmation, right?
I don't think it was Filmation.
No, I don't think
Um,
it's.
I love it. We're gonna get you too, Brave Star.
But Brave Star was good. The story was not really for kids, but
No. uh-uh.
no,
Mm-mm.
a lot of
Those
a lot of
those kind of
cartoons
things not
during
for the
those
kids.
times were not for not really for kids, but
No.
kids enjoyed it because nothing is woke back then.
Right.
Nothing is
Oh,
woke.
that's so
No,
funny.
no gay shit. No, you know.
You ain't see no. I wish you would see two cowboys in their kissing.
Yeah, no gay shit.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, yeah. Brave Star was good, man. I really enjoyed those old cartoons like that.
Yeah.
And
Then there's the current events happening now. Did you know
uh
that the Pope defended Islam?
did you know that the Pope is evil as hell?
People who doesn't learn from history are really doomed to repeat
To
it
repeat it.
over and over again.
Let me teach
Because
y'all. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, you say what you want to say. I'm thinking.
I was gonna say, let me put y'all on the game. See, people they forget real easily, but I don't, especially when it comes to things of the spiritual realm. Now, when he got chosen to be the pope, they did this thing. They did this little ritual where they opened up a certain part of the cathedral that hasn't been opened in millennia. Okay,
Okay.
it was this one gate that they opened, this one room that they opened, and people don't seem to remember. They don't seem to remember. There were beings, literal being on camera. You can see this. They had almost like white faces with no features, and they wore shades, and they had black suits on, and they were opening the doors. They were inside of the place, and the look they were he was in some kind of wheel, some kind of chair, and they were wheeling him in, I guess, to go and consecrate the place. The look of sheer terror that was on that man's face when he went when they opened that doors, and you could see it was demonic. The whole thing was demonic. You could tell. And I'm like, and then I asked the question. I'm like, okay, well, if you never opened the doors before, right? Then how do you have interior interior view of the room?
How? How indeed? Damn.
How? If you've never opened the doors before, how are there cameras inside the scene? It's a, it was eerie. It was just the man was terrified because he was placed there by you know who, Lucy, Lucifer, him. He was placed there by him. That man is not of God. He has he does he has nothing to do with God. That whole place
There's
over there.
this there's this doctrine on the Catholic Church that says the Pope is infallible, but in truth is no one is infallible,
No
right?
one is infallible.
Yeah.
They see they
Yeah.
worship they worship Jesus, but they also worship Mary, John, half all the angels, all the other saints that came before them,
Michael.
Michael, the Lucifer, they worship them all. That's not what the word says. Not to mention they have their own Bible.
Yeah, they
Now,
added a few uh, Deo-canonicals on it,
yeah, it's yeah, it's no, that's not of God.
and
That's not of God at all.
and Catholics, the Pope forgot that the reason for uh, erecting a wall around Vatican City was to prevent Muslim raiders from invading them. And he said, Islam is a love religion. I don't think, me personally, I think the God of Islam and the God of Christianity is different.
They are not
Totally.
the same one.
Yeah.
Period. They are not the same one. Allah is a moon god.
Yeah, that's
He is,
true.
he's a moon god. Our
You,
God is not that.
you see, you see all those crescent moons on mosques and everything.
Yeah. What kind of religion is going to have you walk around in circles of this big, gigantic black square stone and want you to kiss it? For what?
Or, or what?
That stone ain't got no power.
That's on Makkah, right?
That's idol worship. You're worshiping an idol. That is that. Who goes? Why? For what? No. To this day, I have never gotten a clear answer of what the hell are you walking around this big, gigantic black square cube and kissing it?
The Borg.
Talking about Allah Akbar. Are you serious? No. Uh-uh.
Getting back to Invincible, they
Mhm.
did a parody of Star Trek. the next generation in season 4.
Oh
There's a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Klingon. There's
Well, actually, you know the one that's playing that what's his name? Battle Beast.
Battle
That's
Beast.
that's Michael Dorn. That's Worf playing. That's his voice. He's
Oh,
voicing that.
that's his voice. All right.
Yeah, he's playing Battle Beast. I thought that was
Yeah,
so cool.
The Lion King. Wow.
Hmm. That's
Also,
what I love. That's one thing I loved about Worf. Worf would set it off. He didn't care about nothing. He was like, "Today's a good day to die." Be like, "Well, damn, you just woke up. Calm down."
hey, did YouTube pull down uh the trailer number 2 for One Punch Man, the director's cut, the teaser? I can't see it.
Which one? Not McCracken.
McCracken. Yeah.
It's just still
Did
be up,
you
isn't it? Man?
did YouTube pull it down, Zod, or I don't know. I can't see it on YouTube. Although I can see it on Facebook and
Is it
Twitter
still
as
up on YouTube now?
What?
The
teaser
McCracken
number 2,
trailer.
McCracken teaser.
I don't think it's on YouTube. I posted
Oh,
it on.
yeah, you never put it on
Oh,
YouTube.
I
you
don't think I
never
put
put
it
it
on
on.
YouTube. No.
Oh, that's
No, you
why.
put it
I
on
was.
Facebook and X. That's right. Well, you need to
Yep.
put it up on YouTube, but that's a banging trailer.
Yeah, I will.
I am McCracken, and you know we
Yes,
can fight.
unleash the McCracken. That should be the tagline, unleash the McCracken.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
release McCracken.
You guys have no idea what's coming with this director's cut, boy.
Yeah, it's a brand new movie, just like the Rebel Moon
It,
stuff Zach did, 4 different versions.
oh my goodness. This is the ZSJL of the One Punch Man universe. Trust what I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
ZSJ.
This is gonna be the
And
ZSJL of the One Punch Man universe.
my question now is, will uh, Paramount release ZSJL 2 and 3?
Yes, there's too much money to be made there. And they're not stupid. They see the worldwide demand and interest for Zach to create the rest of his movie. They see that. They've seen it for years because this has been going on for years, ever since
That's
ZSJL came out. People like you got to be blind, dumb, deaf, and stupid not to see how much money and potential that there are billions and billions of dollars in potential money and assets surrounding Zack Snyder and these movies. So yes, absolutely.
also
That's a
Man of
guaranteed. That's a
Tomorrow
guaranteed plan.
will start its
That's a
production according to them. Man of Tomorrow
it's
will start production and start their shooting dates. I
I don't believe
wonder.
nothing they got to say when it comes to James Gunn. I don't believe none of it.
Yeah,
They can say what they want. Like I said, they did a whole Batgirl movie and never put it out. So
yeah, I
they can
remember
film
back.
all they want. They can film all they want.
Yeah,
No, I gotta go man tomorrow. They better try to squeeze out Supergirl.
Supergirl is Guardians of the Galaxy version DC.
Yeah, she's just Star Lord with skirt.
Star Lord with
Yeah,
skirt.
yeah,
The
she's Star
story is
Lord
the
with skirt.
same, and
Mm-hmm.
they got Jason Momoa to dress up like
You
Lobo.
got the you look like a clown. As a matter of fact, what
He,
he looks like he's in Kiss.
yeah, the
He look like
Kiss
one of the
guitarist.
Kiss. He look like the guitarist for Kiss, the one with the
Yeah, he does.
Gene Simmons. That's what he look like.
Jim
Gene
Simmons,
Simmons.
the one with the tongue.
hmm That's exactly what he look like. Ridiculous. And
Jim
everybody
Simmons can't
says,
sing in tune anymore because he's old, old as hell.
well, yeah, him and his half. Yeah.
Yeah. Alice Cooper is still singing, by the way.
Well, he needs to get off with them.
Yeah, according
I
to
never
him,
really.
yeah, you guys are not.
I,
Oh,
I,
oh yeah,
I,
I named the lead singer of my band Ashes of Glass. I'll be doing something for Justin Ash in a few days.
okay.
So I'm gonna name every singer for the bands I have on Jordan International. One day I will complete them, but yeah,
Cool.
I'm still busy with a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yes, my head is on notice, right? But I still enjoy doing this stuff, and
You are covered by the
I
grace of
think
God. You'll be fine.
yes, I know. I got a lot of encouragement from your stream, from my wife, my children, my mom, everyone
Yeah.
s- are supporting. I told them that I won't have my head operated on because it's the head, and we have a neighbor here who had an operation in the head. She died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no,
Something similar
no,
happened to
no.
my cousin Troy years ago. And yeah. See, that's why, and because with my condition, I have I have congestive heart failure. That's what they diagnosed it as. And they want to crack my chest open so bad and do all this and carry on, bypass this and bypass that. See,
No.
I come from the old school. As soon as you start doing all that and cutting open and stuff like that, things start deteriorating. And see, that's my
That's true.
belief in stuff. I'm doing very well right now. I'm doing very well right now. I'm walking a lot better. The medications are even. I'm doing good. Don't I look pretty?
Yeah. Look at that piranha teeth.
That's how I feel like you got. I feel like you gotta go with what you feel is best for you, and
Mhm.
honestly, if you're feeling good and you're feeling a certain way, it's better to be that way because you never know, man. You start letting them tinker. You never know what could
Yeah,
happen.
That's
you
true.
know.
That's
So I think you're doing the right thing, Qatar, by following your heart and following what you think. And yeah, man, I mean,
Mm.
a lot of times they say
remember.
it's mind over matter, and if you have faith and you have faith in the
Yeah.
Lord that the Lord is going to bring you through, I think,
Yeah.
I don't think I
Remember.
don't think you have anything to worry about.
Remember the pandemic. People died because they let them intubate the
Yeah.
patients. Yeah,
Yeah.
those who were intubated died.
It was, a lot more. What killed them was the treatment that they was giving them.
Yes, true. Because they didn't believe that
That's
ivermectin
why.
was.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. When that whole thing started, I never took not one of those shots, and I never
I got two
what
shots
what I
actually.
did, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. my fancy for some people or whatever, but it worked for me. What was it?
I had gotten one and I never got it again because I didn't like how I felt
Mm-hmm.
after I took the first one. I had gotten it was the Johnson and Johnson vaccine
Oh,
where they give you two where they give you two shots right
two
there. And
shot.
it's like an all it was like an all in one thing.
Yeah.
And I felt so miserable for like a month or two after that had happened. It took me a while to like recover from it. After that I was like I'll never do this again, and I never went back and got any more cuz that was
Same.
just it was just
I got mixed
unnecessary.
up.
It like messes with your system, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, there's nothing wrong with you, and then it messes with your system, and God knows what it messes up. So you're just like, you know what? I'm all good. I'm gonna keep to myself and not worry about it. That's how I felt about it. I was like, this
And
is
honestly,
crazy.
all those who didn't get their shots are still alive,
Listen,
Yep.
which is
listen.
yeah.
One of the reasons why I didn't take it was because it took them all these decades and decades and decades and decades to get the flu shot to where it is. And I don't even take the flu shot. I haven't taken a flu shot since 2009, and I've never had the flu. Now, you mean to tell me you gonna give me this new vaccine that y'all just whipped up in 9 months, ain't been tested,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you want me to take, not only you want me to take the shot, you want me to take two boosters to go with the shot. No, I'm not doing
Yeah,
all
yeah, it
I
that.
was
didn't
all
get
that
the
extra stuff like the
yeah,
boosters
the
and stuff
booster.
too that made it like,
I didn't
no, you
get the
know what?
boosters.
No
No, I
thanks.
stopped.
I'm gonna
And
tell,
then I drank ivermectin just to
I'm
flush out
see,
the
I'm gonna tell you what I
the
did
fats.
instead. What I did instead was I prayed and I decreed.
Yes.
I didn't just pray. I decreed. I said, in the name of Jesus, I decree in the name of Jesus Christ that the virus of the COVID virus cannot come into my presence. If it comes into anywhere close to me, it dies instantly. I decree, and I said I would never get it, and I never have
We're not even
in all these
denying that
years.
there was the COVID. My neighbor
And everybody around me
living
had got it.
in this side of our house, she was my son's nanny before they were when he was young. She died of COVID. Honestly, it was sad for the family, but it was a mistake for them to do something. The fear was
Uh,
the one that killed her. The fear of, you know,
yeah, they scared a lot of people to death.
a lot of
And
people were scared.
my best friend Jeanette, God rest her soul, she was 75 years old, and she was in the best health. She wasn't. She had knee replacements and stuff, but her health was good. One of the things, every time she would go to the doctor, the two things they said that was the healthiest on her body was her heart and her coochie. That she always would say that. That's what the doctors always say. That she had no heart problems at all. Now she
Uh-oh.
was slightly, but she didn't really have to take too
You're
much.
sounding
She
like
ain't have to.
a
Yeah, she
transformer.
regulated with her diet. I'm sounding like a transformer.
Yes, you're sounding like a transformer.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's okay.
But she was.
But your camera just uh, your camera just I
It
there
flipped
it's
on me.
okay now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. But she went and got the COVID shot, and then one morning she went to Walmart to go shopping and
Okay.
dropped right there with congestive heart. I mean with cardiac arrest, and then she went into hospice, and then she passed away.
Damn.
Mm.
Nothing was
A
wrong
lot
with
of us
her
were
heart was
affected.
always the strongest thing on her body. And you mean to tell me she just gonna go to Walmart one day after taking the COVID vaccine and the boosters, and then she just dropped dead of cardiac arrest? Mm-mm.
The one who got the boosters here in the house was my wife, and she really felt very sick when she got the boosters. I did give her ivermectin instead.
And another thing that made me stop taking like the flu vaccine and stuff like that because I got sick when the last time I took it in 2009. I got sick after I took it. But you can't if anything goes wrong with them vaccines, you can't sue them.
No, no, you can't.
So they could just
Even if
pump anything
the
they want to
vaccine
in
is
your body.
experimental at that time, it
Yeah.
was
They could pump,
experimental, right? During the pandemic, the vaccines were experimental.
yeah. They could pump
They should
anything into
develop.
your body, and if you grow a third toe or six eyes, you can't do nothing about it. You just have to live with your extra toes and eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not no guinea pig. Y'all not about to sit up and do that. Especially y'all ain't paying me for it.
It
No.
was a testing. That was a test for the whole world, the COVID pandemic. It was a
What it
test
was,
for the whole world if if the humans, the people, would be compliant with what they say and do.
what it was population control.
That's yeah, that's true. It was
It was
population control,
population control.
and it was a testing. It was a test. It's not what they planned. And if Sinabok was here, who said the WEF planned this whole thing.
You be far off.
Anyway, wow, we're enjoying this stream, and I would like
Mhm.
to remind you, just to remind you guys, buy Joden products on
Yes.
Kunaki.com. Check out the link, and we're going back to Joden. So, how's your new songs coming? I did a couple of new songs again yesterday about my condition. So it's
Mhm.
real. The songs I did was emo,
It's all right.
real emotional. Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
emo without being that high voices. It was, and I'm planning to do something for my next music. I hope I can do a live Joden radio show sometime before before May. On May, I'll be home alone. My wife and my daughter will be out going to the beach in the islands of Palawan. It turns out I
Oh,
can't fly. It turns out I can fly because the air pressure might affect my head. It's better
right.
safe than sorry, right? But
Yes, absolutely.
Mm. Yeah.
I miss that part because yearly I go with my wife on their summer study uh, all around the country. But it is what it
You can't
is.
you can't go by road.
I can go by road, and my wife promised me for a road trip well, anytime this year. But
Yeah,
I want to
that'd
fly.
be. I'm, well, I've never flown in the plane, so I don't miss it. So, because I've been on a road
Yeah,
trip across country though, and that. Yeah, we
and
drove
they said,
here.
"How about the boat?"
Ooh,
Yeah,
a cruise.
How about a
I
boat?
I I don't like. No, 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 no.
Why you get seasick?
No boat.
Yeah, I don't like boats
Probably.
either. I get
But
seasick. I get seasick when I go on lunch cruises on boats. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
man.
no
I'm
boat.
like, man,
I get I get
get me the hell up out of here.
I get
Um,
seasick on roller coasters.
oh Lord, I don't do roller coasters. I'm sorry. I'm too fat to be on a roller coaster. I'm not. No, I'm
I
not that
am.
person. I am too fat because you get me on the damn roller coaster, and it just so happened my weight is the one that knocks everything off kilter, and the damn thing go flying off the back. No, no, I'm not. Fat people do not belong on roller coasters. I'm sorry. I stick to the bumper cars.
Yeah,
Oh,
bumper,
I'll bring you over on the
bump
bumper car.
cars. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
bump cars, go karts.
but go kart, bumper cars. Uh, I get on the Sea Dragon. You know, that thing that just go around in circles and up and down. So I do that. But yeah, roller coasters. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
We don't have. I think they're gonna make something like Disney again here on the Philippines. I still don't
Yeah.
know when. We have Enchanted Kingdom. It's like uh, that amusement park that Batman goes to.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh, okay.
Six Flags. Six Flags.
good times, yeah.
It's just like Enchanted Kingdom. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's near where I live. So
Now I would get on like the old classic roller coasters that just go, they go up, down, and around. But if you talk about all that, inversions and carrying on and
no,
twists,
no,
and
no.
no, no, no.
I- I'll
Mm-mm.
I'll throw up on someone if that
I pass the
happens.
hell out. I will pass the hell out.
Just
My
throw
legs
up.
will come off. No, I can't.
Yeah. Just,
I'll be rolling. I'll be, I'll be on the damn roller coaster and flip upside down, and then there go my wig. Uh-uh. I'll be bald headed for the rest of the ride. I can't do it.
I really want to do the paintball stuff. I haven't done that in
Yeah.
my life. Yeah, paintballs.
What you mean, like paintball tournaments and stuff?
Yeah, gunning.
No, I don't get all that. Them things hurt. I played
Just
in them.
ordinary ordinary play
Mm-mm.
paintballs.
We used to have a paintball tournament up here
My
in my city years ago when I was younger, and
uh-huh.
them things hurt.
You got
You get hit by a
you're
paintball,
a
it
dead
hurts.
man walking always. Dead man walking.
I ain't with
Oh
all that.
man.
No. Mm-mm.
All right. So what else? David Ellison is still being hounded by the anti-Paramount group. Although I
No.
think the antitrust hearings will be a deciding factor on whether Paramount will be given Warner Brothers. It's weird, right? That Warner is giving this kind of attention when they're in debt.
Yeah. Who knows how this thing gonna just finally end up? But I know doggone
And
one. I
Netflix
know one
just
thing.
admitted that their decision was correct when they dropped the the
That's what I
bidding
was
war.
gonna say. There's one thing
Yeah,
I can guarantee: Netflix not getting it.
it's weird that one of the co-heads, the one with there were two, right? Ted Sarandos and the other guy. I think
Hmm.
he's the other guy is thinking about something, some change that's gonna happen with Netflix.
Mm.
Yeah, Although Netflix is still number one, the number one streaming in the world,
Oh
but
yeah.
YouTube is. It's weird that YouTube showed the new Justice League movie 2026. It turns out to be Justice League. What a ruse! What a fake shit!
Who showed it?
YouTube.
That was some fan stuff they had to do.
Someone uh, made it for YouTube and changed the label,
Yeah.
which is weird. Anyway,
Justice League was
so
just, it was so awful.
Justice Justice. I cannot watch that even today.
It
Not
was
anymore.
awful.
If 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 ZSJL wasn't made available, I would have watched that movie again. But it sucks. First
The
scene
whole,
with
the
Superman with
whole,
that horrend face, it sucks.
yeah, with the top lip looking crazy, and then the whole scene with Ezra Miller falling down on top of Wonder Woman. That wasn't even Gal Gadot. She said she would have refused to do that scene. They had somebody stand in for it.
And remember why uh, that happened? Because Jeff Johns took control
Mhm.
of the DCEU. He took
Yeah,
control of everything.
he almost as creepy as James Gunn.
He is as stupid as James Gunn.
That's just
James
creepy.
Gunn has no talent at all. He doesn't have talent.
Yeah, he has a talent for being a 6-year-old.
Yeah, that's why Guardians was a hit because his target audience were 6 year
The
old.
Guardians, the Guardians were successful because he made them look stupid successfully.
Yeah, that's the reason for that.
He made them look stupid successfully.
But
Drax,
they followed that formula for almost all of all of their movies after.
Drax,
Now,
and Mantis.
and did you see the new trailer for Avengers Doomsday? It's full of
Mm-hmm.
AI, man. AI rules.
Hey,
AI
but it's gonna
rules
be good
everything.
though. It's gonna be good.
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh,
And I want a new X-Men movie soon,
oh yeah. Well,
or
that's what
else.
this is doing. It's introducing the X Men. You know, the lore of the X Men,
Yeah,
and we're
the
getting our
X.
classic Sentinel, our classic
And
Sentinel.
okay, so a lot of people have been laid off in almost every studio out there, especially Disney. They the whole home entertainment division of Disney was shut down.
Well,
But I hope Sony releases the Marvel movies on home
oh yeah.
video.
Oh,
Yeah, I
looking
told
forward to
you.
that new
Make
Spider Man
mine
movie too.
Sony.
Is going to be good.
Yeah,
That
I
new
hope
Spider
so.
Man movie is going to be really good. Even though y'all don't like Tom Holland, I don't know why. I love Tom Holland. Um, but it's going to be pretty
Tom is
good.
fake. He's a poser. He's British on in real life. That
So,
yeah, he's British.
yeah. So is Pierce Brosnan in the movie with Dr. Fate.
Pierce Brosnan, Henry Cavill.
Yeah. So, you know,
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
looking
man.
forward to in Doomsday Day, Shang-Chi and Gambit are going to have a fight. That's going to be insane. With the rings against the
Who?
cards. Oh,
Shang-Chi and Gambit. Wow.
that's
All
going to be a
right.
fight. Like I said, with his 10 rings and Gambit with his cards and his staff, that's going to be sick. Because Shang-Chi, a lot of people slept on that movie. That's a very, very good movie. It's
So
really good.
I
I'm going
think
to
it just
tackle
came
it.
out at the wrong time, Bishop.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Shang-Chi.
it was before its
I
time.
I like Mortal Kombat better than Shang-Chi actually.
Well, yeah, Mortal Kombat
Of
was good too,
course, but
but Shang-Chi was it was so cinematic and it was just, it gave me the feel of them old school martial arts movies. I loved it.
And Blue Beetle copied a scene from Shang-Chi.
I know,
The best. It was
I know.
really cool because
I
DC,
still like
the
Blue Beetle.
DC universe wanted to be the Marvel universe. It's
I
their
know.
frustration.
I really enjoyed Blue Beetle though. I stick to that to this day. I really enjoyed that movie.
I haven't watched it again. Maybe I will someday. But you know,
Grandma was off the hook.
and they plan to do. I think they want to bring back Hamada, Walter Hamada to DC because they're planning to do. Rumor has it that they're planning to do a Wonder Twins movie.
No, if it's done right,
Holy Zan and Jane.
enjoy the whole team. The potential of them is insane. If they was to really hold their powers right and do the story,
Transformers. Is it
it would be
Transformers or is it
the
Robot Wars?
Transformers.
More than meets the eye. You're being a Transformer, Bishop. And
Every time we get that, that's what we should do from now on. Every time Bishop starts doing that, we'll just the Transformers.
more than meets the eye.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear it now. We're serious. Why
Mhm.
so serious? Okay, keep
Damn it.
so so Zod, you want to do a Fist of a North Star watch along anytime?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll schedule it. I want to do a watch along again, just like people who have no content,
Who?
just like people with no content, just want to do watch along
Yeah. Sounds good.
because my kung fu is better than your kung fu.
Who?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we'll schedule. We'll schedule. It's maybe if we have 6 episodes, so we can do 3 episodes per watch along. Maybe.
That's the new movie for
So
Shade.
you're shady.
That's what that means.
Yeah,
Somebody
you're
throw a
shady.
shade.
You're shady. Like
Mhm.
we fight in the shade. Who said that? 300.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. We fight in the shade.
Yeah.
Shady man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you know that DC has this character called Shade, the Changing Man, and
Mhm.
when they shifted that hero to Vertigo Comics, they made it Shade, the Changing Woman.
Of course. But yeah, DC has
Ver-
a character called Shade. He was in Stargirl.
no, that's the different Shade. That's the
Oh,
classic 1940s villain, uh, Flash villain. That's
oh,
Shade.
okay.
Who they they made him immortal in the comics Starman back in the 90s. 90s,
Uh,
right? Yeah, back in the 90s. And they made him a good guy.
uh, 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 uh,
And they made him a good guy. but
Okay.
he's still a bad guy in the Justice League cartoon. So
I
yeah,
enjoyed Stargirl, the TV show. It was all right.
Stargirl is too much. I know what uh, Jeff Johns did. He doesn't like to be challenged. Remember when he was writing Hawkman? That's it. He merged Qatar Hall with Carter Hall, and he
Yeah,
made Kendra and Shayera Hawk separate. So there are two Hawk girl slash
right.
woman and only one Hawkman. So what's his beef, right? It's and I remember meeting my friends in the Jeff Johns message boards back in the early 2000s.
Oh wow, that had to be cool a little bit.
Yeah. Well, my friends are. I'm not really seeing my friends anymore because it's been what 26 years, 23 years actually since we formed a ValeroCon GC internet group. But you know, we grew old. Every one
Yeah,
of
that
us.
that tends to happen.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
be right back,
yeah,
guys.
really happy. And they still love James Gunn's Superman, while I don't. Well, Bishop disappeared, or is he? Well,
thought he
anyway.
thought he just said he had to step away for a minute.
Okay. Good thing. He's sounding like a transformer. Anyway, since wow, we've been talking about a lots of stuff in 1 hour and 30 32 minutes. Lots of stuff, but
Lots of
still
stuff.
lots of stuff. Then we will talk about lots of stuff when we're offline.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're like this. So what's gonna be next, my friend Joseph Zod
Well,
writer? What's next for Zod?
I'm working on the One Punch Stand movie director's cut, so that's taking up a lot of my time. I don't really have too many other plans outside of the director's cut. That's my focus right now, and you guys already know what happens there because when I get busy working on the One Punch Stand, when I'm working on a movie, it kind of keeps me busy and keeps me away for a while. So that's my primary goal. I need to get that finished. So
Hello, Sin Havoc.
there he is.
Sin
There's Sin
Havoc has
Havoc.
well, Sin Havoc appeared when okay. Hey Dennis, Sin Havoc is here.
Yes, I'm back.
Greetings from Mexico City. You're in Mexico. You're in vacation, Sin. Wow.
Vacation.
He's
Vacation.
he's on
He
vacation.
just came. Sin Havoc. He went to I think CinemaCon where all
Oh yeah, that's
these
right.
when yeah on CinemaCon the DC content DCU content was in the losers category.
Mm.
Yeah, vacation is beautiful.
Wow.
And
Wow.
he'll be having some friends soon.
Vegas. Wow. Yeah.
Stay safe, man.
Stay safe, Sin, and I hope you enjoyed CinemaCon, where DC is in the loser column. You know why? You know why DC is in the loser column? It's all about Gunn. It's all about James Gunn. James Gunn is such a loser.
James Gunn, James Gunn, James Gunn.
Yeah, and he's too quiet to be of anything these days. No, no.
You got to
ra-
pack up your office and get all the stuff together to hurry up and get the hell out. Then you ain't got nothing much to say.
yeah, damn.
I'm making
He,
some tea, by the
he's
way. I'm sorry.
You're making tea. You made tea. I have tea
Yeah,
in the house with
yeah.
I think my brother-in-law gave me some uh herbal leaves.
Ooh.
Of course, DC was branded as the losers. Losers, losers. It's because of James Gunn. James Gunn and his
Yeah.
supporters. Yeah, and those clowns will always be losers. They don't know how to handle DC characters. Correct.
No, because they don't care about them. If you cared about something, you would handle it properly. You know,
Yeah. Yes, if you care.
they're not invested in it. All they were trying to do is make money.
What do you mean, Sinavok? It's worse than you thought. What do you mean by that? Anyway, hashtag blame someone.
But
Hashtag
don't
blame
blame me
someone.
for that because
Wow.
you already blaming me for everything.
Hashtag
Blame
blame someone.
blame someone.
Blame him now.
Blame. Walk up walk of shame. Blame the game. I haven't watched the new Game of Thrones series. The night of what the hell was he? A night
Me
of?
either. I haven't had time.
I haven't watched the new one. I haven't watched the second one. I haven't watched the first one. I ain't watched nothing that got to do with the Game of Thrones. I don't know why. It's not that I'm not interested. I just haven't done it. I I, I
People
don't
are
know.
counting on Paramount. Are in for some bad news. Well, it's expected.
Well,
For it's the curse of WB. Remember that there's a
Yeah,
curse with
that's right. That's right. This
WB.
studio is not known for making good decisions, so why should this be any
Yeah,
mm,
different? I
yes.
mean, let's be honest.
Let's be honest, man. Ever since
yeah,
they did Zack Snyder bad. Not only
karma's a
that, they
bitch.
did Richard Donner bad. They did some other people bad. That studio is cursed.
Karma's a bitch.
Yes,
It's
it's
still
cursed.
here.
Yep, karma's a bitch. It seems my yeah, everything. Paramount. Although I think Paramount has the funds from
You
the
ready?
the Saudi the
Mm-hmm.
Saudis. They were
Yep.
bragging about having AI movies, lots of AI movies. Well,
Yep.
it's the trend. They will. Everyone will do AI movies. Do you
Look
know
at me
the
walking.
AI movies? The real from you Facebook. They're showing AI movies there. Continual AI movies. You'll know it's AI because it looks like AI.
Because it looks like AI.
Yeah, the last one they did was
That's how you'll know because it looks like AI.
yes,
Yeah.
because it's AI. And a lot of actors are supporting AI, along with
Of course.
a lot of actors who hate
Of course, they want money.
AI and they hate the merger.
Well,
$24 billion from $70 billion is a huge drop in revenue. Whose revenue dropped? Warner or Paramount? Probably Paramount. Maybe. Everyone will be in debt. Everyone will be in debt.
Well, apparently, getting in debt is how you become rich these days. I guess so.
I
Yes.
think so.
Sort of. I guess it's. I guess that's the winner's strategy. I don't know.
Bankruptcy is the new bag, I guess.
When you declare bankruptcy, that means you're not you're not required to pay your debt, right?
No, well, when you file
Yeah.
for bankruptcy, you only pay your lawyer, and you basically they basically wipe away the debt. Yeah.
Right.
The Saudis were supposed to give $70 billion, and instead they only gave them $24 billion.
Ooh.
Well,
Well,
I for one will say Thanksgiving is is a given. 24 billion. If I have 24 billion, I'll make dollars. That will be multiplied by the exchange rate of 60.
baby, if I had
24
$24,000,
24 billion. If I
I
have
mean,
$24,
if I had if I had 24,000 right now, hell, if I had 2,400 right about now, what the hell are you typing?
they got to
Ah,
save up for that war chest. Yeah, because
You going
this
off?
the war isn't over. It's not over.
No, not yet. It will be though.
Yeah, it will be. Once everyone's eyes and minds are opened and cleared. Yes.
Or if,
Yes.
or if there's just nothing left else to bomb. I mean, hell.
Oh, and they're gonna make a munition factory here in the Philippines. So
Oh,
the war is about to become interesting. We need to stop China from
yeah.
expanding.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why people, especially Hollywood, like the China crowd because because of what? A movie can China can make or break a movie, just like they broke uh, Black Adam, or
Yeah. I really don't understand what their hang up was with Black Adam.
that's not happening. They're hung up on Black Adam because Pierce Brosnan was against the Chinese occupation of Tibet.
Oh,
That's the reason. It's
oh, for the love of
blame
God.
Pierce, Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, for the love of God. It's just, people make me, I love
The
people, but y'all make me sick.
of the 70s. Blame Pierce Brosnan. Well,
What the hell does that have to do with him playing Dr. Fate? I mean,
yeah, they should
Dr. Fate
separate. They should separate the political from
from the
the
art,
entertainment.
yeah,
That,
Dr.
but
Fate
that,
ain't had nothing to do with that.
but that doesn't explain Donald Trump. He's an actor. Black Adam was banned from China because of what Black Adam showed. Yeah, the story of
Yeah,
Black
talking
Adam.
about yeah, what Diablo, what the antagonist at the end. I said it was yeah, there's a lot of craziness in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a
come
lot.
on, they're fantasy characters,
Fictional characters. Yes,
right?
yes, that's
Well,
what it
like
That's
is.
just
what
Like
like
it's like.
just like One
I've
Punch
seen
Man,
Chinese,
no need to be punks
I've
about
seen
it.
right. I've seen Chinese movies where they got all these spirits and dragons and all kinds of demons and demonic stuff and angels and stuff and everything. But what's wrong with
The Lords of Light and the Lords of Darkness,
it? Okay.
Anunnaki, ancient aliens, old world stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, all that.
they want to erase history. Those clowns.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
bow before God and Bishop.
yeah, what they like to call ancient aliens are the Nephilim, but we ain't gonna go
Yeah,
into that.
but that's a long discussion. So
Right? They
it's
call them
above
aliens.
Bishop's pay grade. What
But
the hell?
my pay grade, I ain't
Yeah,
got no pay grade. I'm on a fixed income. Okay, it's hard to look this pretty on my budget. Okay,
so and of course AI is has been here forever, almost forever. The AI machine, everything. Do you remember the AI deity in One Punch Man? The one that gave Isage her powers.
the supreme evil.
I think that that will be explored in the director's cut. And
her that whole sequence is what you got in the released version is a very truncated version of that sequence. That sequence is a lot long. There's a lot more to that. Like there's a whole lot more to it. It's a whole subplot in itself. I could have almost, if I wanted to, made a whole movie just out of that whole angle if I wanted
wow,
to. But it
yeah,
it's huge. It's huge.
Wow.
yeah, wow, right? It's
Yeah.
it's nice to think about it. And the last teaser we saw was the
The
ninja
razor white
teaser.
ninja. Yes.
So
Now
that's cool.
those ninjas, yeah, those ninjas are my tribute to the classic Shaw Brothers martial arts movies that I used to love growing up as a kid. And I can tell you right now,
Yeah,
there's
I
a
like
lot of great stuff with those characters. Uh, and their fight with One Punch Dan is epic, I have to say. They
Mm.
are they're insane. I love everything about it. I'm so excited for the director's cut. I'm probably more excited now for the director's cut than I was at this point when I was doing the original cut. Because
Yeah.
the original cut.
this is because I feel, for some reason, I feel like all the pressure is off, all the
Yeah.
strain is off.
It is.
I don't have to confine myself to the limits of a runtime to try and appease people that weren't going to watch, that didn't watch the movie anyway and still shit on it. I don't have to. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can just tell the story in its entirety, and then to top it off, the technology exists to allow me to tell my story in that way. So now
Plus,
it
you honed your skills too.
right. So it's going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
it
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's gonna be better, and
Oh,
better is
yeah.
better than none at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Back
there's a
then,
lot. There's a lot where
Yeah,
I mean, like I'm particularly excited about one of the new villains in the
it's
One
funny
Punch
how
Man movie universe, McCracken. I'm very excited about him. He's a very special character, and
oh yeah.
I think people are gonna like that character a lot. I know I do. There's a lot of great new additions to this story that just were not
it's great.
possible to do when I first started working on the One Punch Man movie. That's why this director's cut is so important to me because it's going to allow an unfiltered vision and it's going to allow me to show the story, to show the full potential of what I always wanted to do when I first started doing this project to begin with. And and it gives me a chance to flesh out all of the characters better and give more screen time to every character and to
Hmm.
you know add more to the mythology. I'm excited. I think I just I'm very happy and I'm feeling very good about where things are right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about your is YouTube still giving you a hard time downloading your uploading your videos, Bishop?
No. Fortunately, the my Sunday video went up the same day. It didn't take that long.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys want to see the latest episode of Come On In and Get Some with the Bishop, it's up now on my channel, Bishop D.M. Williams. And yeah, it went pretty smoothly. It went pretty smoothly. Yeah.
I think YouTube is not the notification button is broken. I sent the notifications with the new videos I did, but nothing was. It didn't notify.
loving the videos. By the way,
Yeah, we're loving the videos,
Yeah,
but
that's
YouTube didn't
we
notify people now. What the? Or is it just the notification uh, button is now strictly for the live videos, which is weird, right?
well, all you got, you
yeah.
don't gotta watch the videos. You just have to love the videos.
Love the
Right.
videos because
It doesn't matter if you saw the video, just love the video.
That's all.
yeah,
That's all. That's all.
that's all there is. Because
That's all it's
and
about. It's just about love in the videos.
Wait a minute. Let me hit my new move. Mm-hmm.
the what?
The new
The
move.
what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
What's it?
noticing Bishop's
What's it about?
beard. It's like,
Oh,
wait,
oh, yeah, I like the
what
move.
is that? What is that? It's like
It's
a
a
neck
chin strap.
brace.
It's called a chin strap. It's called a chin strap.
Okay, chin
Mm-hmm.
strap. Okay, that's, I
Mm-hmm.
should buy something uh, to give myself facial hair.
Yeah, I got mine for Amazon. The same as
Uh,
Amazon.
uh,
that's the same place as the
you
teeth
remember
ever had.
an episode of Invincible where where Mark got has this uh, Asian beard and mustache.
Yep. That was episode 7. After
He
he
has a
got his ass
beard
whooped, after he
and
got his ass whooped
mustache.
again, but he
I
came back
forgot
because
that
he was invincible.
Mark was a of Asian descent.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
after he got his ass whooped again, and he
just buying
recovered too.
beards.
He's invincible. Yeah, he had a nice little beard and mustache going on. I'm like, oh, all right.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, and
Yeah,
they'll have a season 5 for the Invincible. I hope,
yeah.
and I wonder what kind of season we'll get with Christopher. because the ones from the 80s was really long. Many
from what
episodes
from what?
from the 80s, the Fist of the
Okay.
North Star series. It
Oh,
was really long, longer than as long as Dragon Ball, I think.
What was?
Fist of the North Star
What?
from the
What?
80s.
What? Well, yeah, but what about it? It
How
was
many episodes?
Fist
How
of the
many
North Star
episodes?
was 152 episodes from start to finish.
Yo, that's it from start to finish.
wow.
100. That's long.
Not
It's
as
like
long as Dragon Ball, not as long as One Piece, not as long as
One
lots of other.
Piece is
It's
a
actually
thousand episodes.
Fist of the North Star is actually felt relatively short compared to some of those other.
Yes. I mean, Naruto was 200 episode. Naruto Shippuden was the same. Uh, man,
You know what? You know what kind of got me out of Dragon Ball Z?
what?
How how many times can you go Super Saiyan? I mean, I mean, how many levels of Super Saiyan is there? I mean, damn, it's like they keep going up a level higher, a level higher, a level higher. Okay, well, how powerful is she gonna be? It just seemed like it's a little bit much. Like, okay, at one point, you guys, I mean, you can only go as high as you can. I mean, but you know, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just a little bit. I love to see a character power up and go to the next level. But damn, you supposed to
American
supposed to go
cartoons
to
are not that long, right?
know,
American cartoons are, and Sindhavas
um,
said, it's unlimited. Yeah.
yeah, but damn.
Ble- uh, One Piece is, I think they're in their 25th season already.
What is One Piece? I've never seen that.
Is the pirate, the story of a pirate with who wants to be the king of the pirates
No,
and who
Lord.
has this power of like plastic man he got from a gum tree.
Oh, Dum too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All righty then.
Dragon Ball GT proved that's unlimited power potential. Actually, the
Unlimited
GT
power.
was was not created by the original writer. That's why they're gonna reboot somehow that series.
It definitely
One
needs a reboot at this point. I mean, it's
One Piece is the one who needs the reboot, right?
well,
The old
One Piece is gonna be around 100, 200 years after we're dead. It's still gonna be going. So there's not gonna be there. There's
yeah,
no there's no end to One Piece. It's
and the live version of One Piece is a top seller, top rated series on Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder what they're
unlike
scared of.
unlike
I wonder
Mark
what.
Miller's Jupiter, the one with the live version of Mark Miller's comic book, which which only had a season because it
Oh,
sucked.
Yeah, Jupiter. It was Jupiter. What was it? Not Jupiter
Jupiter,
Ascending. It was.
no, Jupiter Ascending is the movie with
Yeah, that's the
uh,
movie.
that's the movie of uh,
But I know
Channing
what you're talking
Tatum.
about. And it was a good show. It was a good movie. It was a good series.
The comic was good. It was, although that's Mark Miller, Edge Lord, Mark Miller, fucking Edge Lord, the idol of millions.
Isn't that the one you said that never can finish anything?
He's he's Remember JLA Earth 2? No, that's not. That's Grant Morrison. Mark Miller was the writer of mm, one of those
Didn't he do
comic.
Lost? He was a director or something. He had something to do with Lost or
Jupiter
something.
Ascending
But,
is underrated. Jupiter Ascending is underrated, but
yeah.
it has the most views on my YouTube channel by watch along. Jupiter Ascending. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it did its work. Then there's Mark Miller is a bum. Yeah, he wrote uh, Kick Ass and The Kingsman. Right? Kingsman. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That's smart. And the one with Angelina Jolie and
Mm.
Professor X. Wanted.
Um,
Yeah,
you know
those were
what
the
would have been a
days.
good franchise to keep going, and I would have loved to see more of the lore, the Fifth
What
Element.
I watched that once. I was irritated with uh, that black guy.
Chris Tucker.
Tucker.
He was
He
funny.
played he played some gay character, then turns out to have sex with a female.
Well, he was ambiguous. He wasn't necessarily gay. He was flamboyant. Put it that way.
Oh boy.
But yeah, yeah, he wasn't necessarily gay. He was flamboyant. He was just yeah. He was alive.
Ooh. So we're at the 2 hour limit, 2 hour mark of this show, and
Well,
this is
that's
the
our
first
cue.
time. That's our cue. Uh,
Time to suit
it's
up.
time to it's time to say our last comments
Good
for
night.
this show. Good night. Actually, I'm gonna eat lunch. How about you, Bishop?
Yeah, I got some chicken wings in here. I'm gonna go in here and tackle.
Okay, okay. Chicken wings. Uh, I think we had chicken wings last time, but
Ooh.
we're gonna be off in 5, 4,